How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Liberty Bowl. So, we all know that schools, especially private schools, are all just places of higher learning. No indoctrination going on whatsoever. You have nothing to worry about. It's an absolutely safe space for your kids. I don't know. We'll see about that. We're going to go ahead and check out this video here from Project Veritas and see what's exactly going on at a private school in Chicago. But before we get into that, it's Liberty Bowl, you guys. Let's go ahead and hit a dab. All right, here we go.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him.
We're losing our democracy!
More inflation. What a stupid son of a bitch.
Wake up!
Before we get into that, let's get into this. All right, so we got this video here from Project Veritas, and basically it shows a dean of students from a private school in Chicago, and essentially he, for queer sex chat, I guess it's a part of the curriculum now, went ahead and brought in a team of LGBTQ health people to go ahead and talk about LGBTQ sex health and reproductive. Well, I guess not reproductive because there's really no reproduction there, but talk about queer sex and health and shit like that. They're talking about things like fucking lube versus saliva and fucking they're passing around butt plugs, dildos, all this and that shit. Here, go ahead and check out the video real quick, and then we'll be back to go ahead and talk about this just a little bit more.
I've been the dean for 4 years. During Pride, we do a Pride Week every year, and I had like our LGBTQ plus health center come in. They were passing around butt plugs and dildos to my students, talking about queer sex, using lube versus using spit.
Who is this?
This is an LGBTQ plus health center came in to talk to my high school students. They're just like passing around dildos, butt plugs. The kids are just playing with them. They're looking at them.
In the school?
In a classroom.
Wow.
Yeah. While I'm sitting there. Then we had a drag queen come in, pass out cookies and brownies and do photos.
It's so amazing. And everybody's cool with that, like the butt plugs and the dildos. Nobody complains.
No.
I mean, if the parents found out, would they?
No. It's queer sex. This is the drag queen that came in.
What's her name?
Alexis Bevels.
Alexis Devil.
And just hung out in my classroom.
And was there?
Or hung out in my office.
You have so much freedom. So much wiggle room.
So much freedom. So much money.
I mean,
To do stuff.
Trustees are okay with that too? They don't know.
They would. It's like I wouldn't even like run it by them. Like, why would I run it by them? They would be like, "Oh my god, that's wonderful."
Like, how old were the kids with the classroom?
14, 18. They're like, how does this work? How do we do, like, how does this work?
Right.
So yeah, that's a really like cool part of my job is I don't have to worry about stuff like that.
All right, so yeah, pretty fucking shocking shit there. I mean, you got the fucking he's the dean of fucking students over at this fucking at this Chicago school, and oh well, dude, do the parents know? Like, no, it's whatever, fucking we had a lot of money, shit like that, fucking. This is what you're getting when you send your kids to a highly paid private school, just as well as if you send your kids to a fucking the inner city school, this and that shit. It's pretty much indoctrination across the board, right? It's literal grooming, right? A literal grooming of an entire society, an entire generation of kids being indoctrinated into this deviant sexual lifestyle. All right, and we have videos like this gem from Cenk Uygur from I think it was like a week or two ago, and he's essentially talking about, you know, Tim Pool and conservatives and how they are super pro pedophiles and all this and that shit. But go ahead and check out Cenk Uygur's fucking rant. All right.
And the right wing's like, yes, I love how they molest the little kids like that. Go get them, Boy Scouts. Go get them, priests. Please vote for our molesters and our pedophiles. Republicans say. Republicans, you're guilty, okay? And I'll tell you right now, the #1 reason they constantly talk about pedophilia is because it's going through their heads. Non-stop, they're thinking about kids. I guarantee it. The reason Tim Pool wears a beanie is because he's trying to contain the pedophilia that's in his head. That's why he's always talking about it. He's seeing it everywhere. Why? Because he's projecting.
Right? Fucking great shit. But don't forget, he is also the person that went ahead and said this.
I believe that if I were the ruler, the benevolent dictator of the world, I would legalize bestiality where you are giving, where you are pleasuring the animal. You see what I'm saying? If you really ask the horse, did you mind? The answer's got to be no.
Right? Absolute fucking weirdo, dude. Fucking over here saying that fucking conservatives and Tim Pool and all this and that were fucking super duper pedophiles, and, you know, vote pedophile. That's what Republicans do. And then, you know, he fucking turns around and there he is fucking talking about being pro bestiality and this and that shit. And he's basically trying to you know, all these fucking Democrats and liberals are basically trying to make the argument that no, it's not indoctrination, we're not trying to groom your kids and this and that type shit. Well, essentially they are. All right, so you could go ahead and make the argument that, you know, oh well, this is a high school. You know, these kids are getting involved in their you know, beginning to explore sexually and this and that shit in high school. And I understand, yes, that is generally what tends to go down in high school. And I don't know. Yes, it is important for kids to know safety. I mean, I don't know. It really sounds bad when you keep referring to them as kids, as this person did in the video here. You know, he keeps talking to them. He keeps saying, you know, oh, we're passing around dildos and butt plugs to the kids, right? But again, these are you know, high school students. Not saying that I'm not condoning any of this at all. If anything, I'm fucking absolutely 100% condemning it. This shit is fucking sick. This is clear indoctrination of our students, right? So I don't know. Basically, they really just constantly defeat their own arguments at every turn, right? There's the whole fucking, oh, you know, gay is not a choice. Okay, well then why does there suddenly seem to be an uptake in homosexuality among the youth, you know, especially kids in high school, to the point where you feel like these types of, I don't know, you know, sexually based curriculum is necessary to be teaching, you know, students, right? What? Yeah. How do you go ahead and make that argument? Is gay a choice then? Well, it really seems like indoctrination is really what's going on here. I mean, you and I both know clearly that's what's going on here. But you know, like I said, you just saw the video with fucking Cenk Uygur trying to say that, oh, you know, it's just them projecting. You know, this is just what they think about all day long, and so that's why they talk about it. When in reality, it's no. The conservatives, we're generally the party, you know, the demographic that has children, that has families, that lives a more traditional lifestyle, right? And obviously we are concerned for the well-being of our children. When we send them off to schools, we, you know, hope that they would be safe. We would hope that, you know, there isn't pedophiles over here teaching them, but you know, they don't even have to be teachers. They'll go ahead and invite them in for fucking drag queen story hour. And yeah, no, if you have anything to say about it, if you fucking protest about it in any way, then clearly you were a bigot. You're probably a fucking Nazi at the same time. And yeah, fucking, you need to be investigated. Fucking, if you speak out at school boards, fucking the FBI is gonna come and if you speak out at school board meetings, sorry, the FBI is gonna come and fucking investigate you. All right, that is what is beginning to go down in our schools. I mean, it's not really what's beginning to go down. It's what's been going on for a while. There's a reason that they do not want you to be able to see what goes on in your kids' classrooms. You know, why can't you, you know, honestly, it would probably keep the kids more fucking honest and keep them more in line if they think there's a possibility that, oh, maybe one of my parents or my mom or my dad or somebody, my grandparents, whoever the fuck is watching me on that camera right now. You know, I better be on my best behavior. But ultimately, no, definitely not. They don't ever want the parents to know what is going on in schools. The reason? Because it's pure fucking indoctrination, people. pure fucking unadulterated, family-friendly, double-barrel middle finger, as fucking Bongino would say, to you. All right. So that's essentially what's going on here. Shout out to Project Veritas for going out there and doing all these, undercover investigative journal type stuff that are really kind of exposes, to us parents what is going on in our children's schools. All right. Well, I appreciate all of you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video out if you liked it. Yeah, I appreciate all of you guys. Fuck off.